Yes.
Okay.
And then say 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Do we have to say
Perfectly
it at the
synced.
same time?
No, we don't have. No, it doesn't have to be at the same time. It's just so when you go into the recording, Will, you match up each time we said 1, 2, 3, and then you know that we're talking about the same thing after that. We're synced up
Okay.
after that 1, 2,
Well,
3.
then we
I
don't
might
have to
be
say
picking
it
up
at
your
the same
volume a
time.
little bit.
No, he just has to. If he can move on the timeline, he can. We're recording all of this. This is awesome. On the timeline, it's making it harder,
So
but he
easy
can
for
move
me.
where the audio files are to sync them, even if we don't say it literally at the same time.
Okay, I mean,
Welcome
do
to
as you
episode
will.
1 of the MMAerino podcast.
I have no work to do at all, so I don't really give
You
a
have
shit.
no work. You have to do hours
Yeah,
of
I'm not doing
research for your
production
picks.
work. Oh, I did that, yeah, but as I've told you
Hours,
before,
if not
I have
days.
no production.
All right, dude.
I did it all while I was waiting in the bike shop
Did you
today.
do the intro?
Sure.
Is there an intro, Will? Is there a little jingle that you
Yeah,
can
what's
play?
the name of the
MMA
show?
Marinos.
Can you pronounce it, please?
And this is
MMAerino.
episode
Really? 'Cause
one.
What is it? MMA Marinos? Or
I pronounce it as
MMAerinos?
Marinos.
Marinos podcast, episode 1. I'm your host, Will Sharp. Here are
I
my
think we need to
sub-hosts.
get like a little rhino.
Jonah, the ligament terrorist Foley.
First of all, my name is
and
my name
Wyatt,
is
Wyatt
Joe
Dealer Brother.
Joe Adabarano.
I'm an
Audio and
engineer.
Wyatt,
classically trained audio
by
engineer.
a pedophile audio engineer.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna
Strong words. Strong
we're
words
gonna
to
make
begin.
3 picks each. We're gonna big gamble on them, and then we're gonna clown on each other.
I'm not gonna gamble
2
on
out of
anything.
3 of us are gonna gamble on them.
Yeah, I will
And
support your
then
discussion,
you're making
but I'm
picks
not
though,
gonna
right?
gamble on anything. I mean, I'll throw out
Underdogs
picks,
only.
but like no
Okay.
money. No money being thrown from me.
All right, so we just go top to bottom of the
I
card.
think we're gonna start with our picks, right?
Go bottom to top. End it on
Alright,
the
yeah,
juicy
yeah,
thing
let's
that people
go.
want to hear.
Let's
gotta
go top
keep
to
'em, like-
bottom, and then if any of us picked on it, we'll talk about it more. Okay.
Okay.
Miocic and Ngannou. I picked.
You're giving away, dude. You're giving away the nut right away.
No, you're
People are
supposed to
just-
talk
I gotta
about the
get
interesting
hooked,
thing
buddy. I'm
first to
getting
keep
hooked.
people.
No way, bro.
Don't bury the lead.
That's
yeah,
literally not how YouTube ad spam works.
They
that's
have a
true.
spicy
But this is going to be
title.
on YouTube. This is going to be on
Our
Google
title is gonna
Podcasts,
be-
right next to all the
okay,
alt-right
okay,
propaganda.
Okay. This is a more
Marino,
legitimate thing.
episode
a little-
1.
A bit of a more. Okay, doing
No,
the
I'm
intro
saying-
again.
That's gonna be our title. Listen, guy, I'll do as many intros as I goddamn
okay.
please.
Okay. Look, you have full control. Like you can cut this all
No
out if you wanted to.
fucking
Anything
way, dude.
embarrassing, you can just cut out.
Okay. Miocic and Ngannou.
Okay, yeah. I'm picking
I'm also
Miocic.
picking him, but I'm pronouncing his
What?
name correctly.
What?
Miocic.
Jonah Foley,
What?
you rascal.
I remember
What
someone
do you
clowning
mean?
on me for
Rascal.
picking Stipe.
Jonah was
Yeah,
doing
I'm
that.
aware.
Claimed that Ngannou was gonna win, and Jonah was like, "Yeah, Ngannou like doesn't have to get
Yeah.
that much better." And
Yeah.
I was saying that we were gonna remember that
And I
conversation.
said-
Jonah,
Yeah,
on,
look,
like, Thursday.
I'm still thinking that Francis is going to win, but looking at how many underdogs I have to pick from here, I think Stipe
Oh,
of the
you're doing
underdogs has
underdogs
one of the best
only?
chances.
Oh, that's
He's
fucking
barely
lame.
an underdog,
Don't give
though.
shitty fucking betting advice. Here's
Yeah.
the thing, though, Jonah. Over the week, I started getting convinced of your
I
position
also
because I watched a lot more coverage. Like, I'm a little convinced that Francis
Damn, this
might
dude's
be.
fucking big, dude.
very
that
dangerous.
was my thought
Yeah.
quite a few times.
But I think if you are just doing underdogs only,
mean,
then
that's
yeah,
an
I think
easy
obviously
underdog pick.
Stipe. I mean,
Also, just
Yeah.
the fact that
pretty
he
safe.
would 50-44 at him and then is an underdog.
yeah, absolutely destroyed him.
That's like a Davison
know.
Figueiredo knocking Joseph out, then becomes the underdog again.
And we've
It's like,
seen
what?
no evidence that Francis got better.
That's true. His last fight, he did just windmill his arms at a pro
windmilling.
kickboxer to
Right,
victory.
But like, again, Jonah did say this. He doesn't really have to get that much
He
better.
really
Like,
doesn't.
His shot is still very damaging.
He just has
Stipe
to
did
like
eat
calm
that.
I
down.
think if you're
in the
betting
first
on Ngannou
punch,
to
like-
win, you're betting on Stipe's chin to have gotten worse or his feet to have gotten slower.
Or have any takedown defense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, I don't think Ngannou can get that good. Like, if he hasn't been training a little bit of takedown defense, then he's stupid.
Do you think his
but,
takedown
like,
defense is good
They
enough?
I
say-
don't think he can get as good as he needs to get in the time.
His,
that
his
he's
camp
had.
says all they do. He trains at Extreme Couture, and all they do is wrestling training. So like,
Right, but Francis's problem in the first fight was that he tunnel visioned so hard. Like, what if he just gets back in it and tunnel visions again?
that'd be
and
funny.
all that training goes out the window.
Maybe
would be-
like
He
in
doesn't
his
use it
last
in the
fight,
octagon ever.
where he disregarded all of his technique and started.
Okay, yeah, but in
windmilling.
his last, I feel like Francis is always gonna come out swinging immediately.
He better.
Yeah, like it's smart of him to do that, but it's once that doesn't work, has he adapted at all?
He was also getting pieced up on the feet
Look.
though a little bit. Like he wasn't winning
No
the
way.
stand-up.
Combined fight time.
Okay,
What
he
is it?
wasn't winning, but it's also like he was losing the whole time and then would slap him with his arm when he was falling down and nearly rock his head off his shoulder. So I don't think it matters whether or not he can outbox him.
I don't know, but his boxing was
just
getting
clicking a pen
noticeably
into my
like the
mic.
every time Stipe landed, Francis's technique got worse.
Yeah, because Francis is
He's
the
big.
classic like I'm incredibly physically gifted, but I'm really not even like not just like low fight IQ. Like I'm just mentally not like a very violent person.
He's just
Like
a
I'm not
big
really
guy.
down to get punched in the face that much.
Do you think he gets knocked out? I heard people talking about that. You don't think he
No.
gets knocked out?
I don't know why people think a man who's never had his chin tested
No, he got
ever
wobbled
once
a
is
little
gonna
bit
get
in the
knocked
first
out.
fight.
Bro, I think he's just
No, that
tired
was
and
like,
has
'cause he was
bad
walking
balance because he's so
backwards like a
massive.
zombie, and then he just swung his arm out and wobbled Stipe. As he does.
I legitimately think that man has probably never once had like suffered brain damage. Like I think he might have the strongest chin in the
Who are you saying?
heavyweight
Got it.
division at the moment.
Who
Yeah.
does he
Ngannou?
train with though?
Like when has he
Does he train
ever
with
been
actual
I don't
hurt?
know, dude.
heavyweights?
I don't know. What if he was
No.
getting sand dropped on his head in the Cameroonian sand
That's
mines?
true, that's
like, what if he has
true.
a long history of taking a shovel to the face?
That's like a game they play
You
there.
see the fucking
Just bopping each other in the head with a shovel like, "Oh, let's see who's strong."
Arlovsky saying that Francis is on steroids.
I mean, he
So
definitely is.
Arlovsky, dude. Like,
They all are.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they all are.
Whoa!
Francis
But he
Ngannou
is.
Arlovsky's
genetics and
not
hard
on
work. What are you
steroids,
talking
bro.
about?
Bro,
No,
I was
Andre-
reading threads on
Andre
that. I was
Arlovsky
reading the
on
comments on that thread,
steroids?
but it's
Come
like, bro, if you don't look like that, if you're not 265, lean muscle mass, pure ripped after 2 years of lifting, what are you even
That's true.
doing?
That's why I am.
You should just stop going to the
265
gym, bro.
As far as you know.
It is like so obvious. All the heavyweight, the ones who are like the ones like Overeem, where it's like you don't even have to guess if they're on steroids or
Well, they
not.
might not be anymore, to be fair.
Well, now that he's retired, old
They
man.
definitely are, bro.
But why does he look
Like,
so much worse?
don't even
then?
kid yourself. The sport is not
They're
clean.
just worse
But
steroids.
he doesn't like. You can just take
It's not
testosterone
that
and
they're
get away
worse.
with
It's
it.
probably just he can't cycle the same way.
Look, yeah, I'm sure he can't literally take horse steroids
I
anymore,
see
and that's his
that, my friend.
problem.
We're just slandering Overeem.
Yeah,
on
this
this
is
fucking
the pro
podcast.
Overeem.
Just
Cutting all that out,
absolutely
Jonah.
slandering him.
We'll never. I mean, our listeners won't even know who Overeem is now that he's
Our Zoomer. Are
gone.
we going for the Zoomer demographic?
Oh, we're absolutely
Sean
going
O'Malley
for the Zoomers.
fans.
I mean, as Zoomers ourselves.
Barely, dude.
Yeah, we do fit that demographic. Yeah, that's why we have the
That's
most
true. We are
prestige
the head
in
of the
Zoomer
Zoomers.
group.
So I'm picking. You're picking
All right.
Stipe, but you think Francis is gonna win, Jonah.
Yes, that is correct. One of my 3 picks is Stipe, but I also would, if I actually had a choice, I would bet money on Francis
I'm
Ngannou.
picking
If I had
Stipe
a
and to bet
choice.
money on him.
You have a choice. Here, you know
No.
what? Right now, Jonah, you have a choice. You can
I
switch
can't.
it right
You
now.
fucking
if you want
can't.
to.
fraud.
This is the Monty Hall problem.
No, I
bro. You
can't.
can switch. You can switch your pick right now if you want.
No, I'm not. I'm keeping Stipe. I think of
Okay.
all these other
Yeah, there's
underdogs,
not
he's
a lot
got
of
one of the
great
best
underdogs
chances.
on this card. I kind of realized. Speaking of that, Tyron Woodley, dude.
Tyron Woodley, yeah.
Live dog, man.
Just look
Okay.
at the-
Jonah, tell me, say it ain't so.
I'm
Oh,
picking
Jesus
Tyron.
Christ.
I am.
would
He's
pick
one.
Tyron.
He's my
Why?
second one, and here's why. Are you ready?
'Cause
Vicente
he has to
Luque
pick underdogs.
is perhaps the most hittable welterweight of maybe the top
That's true.
15.
You also can't hit someone if you don't throw a punch.
If you
No, that
don't
is
throw
true.
a
But here's what I'm
punch,
thinking. There's a
it's-
2-part to this
Ooh.
analysis. The second part is that I think Tyron has actually gotten made fun of for so long and so constantly that I think it because it used to be I was the champion, I was this genetic freak, and then I fell from grace, and I'm trying to become the champion again. I keep thinking I'm that man. I think he now knows that he is just like a feeble old version of like it's not like a descent anymore. He's already there, and he's like calmed down because it's like
So
yeah, I know
his
I'm bad.
feebleness is
And
gonna give
because
him
of that, his
confidence.
mental is going to skyrocket. We're about to see the strongest mental Tyron Woodley has ever displayed in his last 45 minutes of fight time.
With full confidence, Tyron Woodley
No.
still throws 13 punches in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I just don't see it. Plus, he's said Jake Paul leaked his phone number, and
He's
been
getting bullied by
calls
Jake Paul.
nonstop randomly for like the last 3 weeks. So I think his mental's really shattered. He answered a call on like his Instagram live from some rando. He was like, "Stop calling me when I'm in the zone, bro."
And like he's
Tired.
just gonna back up against the cage and get hit a bunch. I think he might get knocked out.
I don't know if
I
he
don't think he
got
gets
knocked
knocked
out.
Vicente Luque hits hard.
Maybe. I mean,
and is
Luque
very
hits
hard
hard,
to, like,
yeah.
he's hard to knock out also, Joe. I think he can take.
Look, think about it like this.
I don't
Sensei
think...
Luque lost to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, and Stephen Wonderboy Thompson lost to Tyron
He
Woodley
drew
twice.
him once.
True.
That's
Oh.
true.
Cool.
I feel like
He
that's
can
a
draw?
lot. I feel like a
He
draw
can
is a
draw?
loss for both of you.
Yeah, that's fair. But like,
Okay. I feel like a draw is
Tyron
a win for both of you. So
might
cancels
not
out.
even be
Yeah.
that
All
strong.
right, now we're at a draw.
anymore.
It seems.
Completely
Like, do you have
canceled.
evidence that Tyron is still that big of a puncher?
No.
Who is he punching?
No.
None. Except the Till fight. The Till fight was the last one, and that was his last defense before Usman.
I'm gonna go ahead and say that
Shrek'd him.
power's the last thing to go, and you don't have a nuclear right hand for your entire
Right,
career, and then just
But he
lose
could
it.
have lost
Like,
it.
But
it's
4
probably
years
weaker,
ago.
but
He's
it's
got the,
definitely
but
probably
he has
crazy.
the arthritis in his hand and that labrum tear that he got stitched up like a couple of years ago when he stopped throw. Like I think he just doesn't throw that punch. He might have the power
And he
still, but
hasn't
I think
beaten
he's
anyone's
just...
ass since he released the track.
I think he hurts
Beat your
himself
ass.
as
Beat
much.
your ass.
I think he hurts himself as much every time he throws that right hand, even if he misses, that he's trying to play it really
You think that's
safe.
why he
That's
just
very
never
possible.
throws?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm still giving Tyron Woodley the puncher's chance against the super hittable come
Hard to
forward
knock
target.
out, though.
I know, but I feel like if there's because
This is a
Vicente,
pretty
it's not
even
Colby
fight,
Covington
actually.
or Kamaru Usman who like punches you and then grabs you and then punches you and then grabs you. It's just like he's going to stand there the whole time.
Has he
Their
been
records
knocked
are
out though?
almost
Yeah, no, it's really
identical.
weird. Because Tyron doesn't fight. Has he been knocked out? Never been
Well,
knocked
anyway,
out.
yep, I'm sticking with Tyron. Tyron's
Okay.
pick number 2 for me.
Yeah,
I
you're,
would
you're
go
wrong and you
Luque
should
on
feel
that.
bad.
I'm gonna take Luque. I just want to say that all of Will's picks are bad, and I disagree with all of them. But I do also pick Luque. But it's a totally different,
Different
pick
Luque,
than
though.
Will's Luque pick.
I'm just right for the
Picking the
wrong
minus 230 favorite, not exactly. I would do it too, but again, I'm forced into
You
picking
had
underdog.
Again,
no
you don't
say
have to
in
do
this
that.
scenario.
That's self-imposed.
I do. Well, that's the gimmick of the MMAerinos.
All right. Well, here's the gimmick. You can use your free switch right now if you want to use it.
Yeah, this is your
No.
one time.
I use
you
my
wanna
free
give up,
switch at a
Tyron?
critical moment.
Alright. Thomas Almeida, Sean O'Malley. I'm not picking this. I'm
also
tempted to
not
pick
picking
though.
this. I think that's
tempted to pick
foolish.
Almeida.
I'm tempted to
I
pick
wouldn't bet
Almeida.
money on it, and obviously I'm not going to. But if I'm talking about who I think is going to win, I think it might be Almeida.
I think if
Oh,
it gets
no,
to the
I do
second
not.
round, Sean loses.
I think Sean's actually going to break his ankle. I 100% believe that he's just going to keep getting that same injury compromise over and
That's
over
very
and
possible.
lose.
I don't know. I feel like Thomas Almeida, 3-fight losing streak. Thomas Almeida,
Dude, this
He's
is just when
getting
he
set up to
sees
lose.
red, bro, and he comes in
I
hard.
think
that's the thing. He comes in, but it's just kind of like the Tyron Vicente, where I know for a fact Thomas Almeida is going to walk into Sean O'Malley, who wants him
well,
to
he's
walk
also
into
a
him.
huge CTE
Like-
guy because he trained at Shootbox.
Oh,
he's a
no.
huge guy.
Sean O'Malley doesn't want... If Sean O'Malley backpedals too much, breaking his ankle, calling it.
He breaks his ankle going forwards, backward. It
I
doesn't,
think
the
If
direction
he
doesn't
has to-
matter.
If Thomas Almeida can just get Sean O'Malley to react weirdly in movement, breaking his ankle.
Okay, let's be clear. First of all, it's
Thomas
Hamas
Almeida.
Almeida.
I think he shouldn't be a 3-1 underdog. I think he should be an underdog, but not that.
No, I agree.
I'm still not.
Okay,
picking him.
cool. Next fight, Jamie Malarkey
Skipped
versus
one.
Kamaru Worthy.
Miranda Maverick versus Jillian.
Did I?
How could
Skipped
you
one.
skip
Jillian
Miranda
Robertson.
Maverick?
Sorry, did
versus
I
Jillian
skip a
Robertson?
fight? Because I think I didn't.
Jonah,
I don't know anything about
My
this
bank
fight.
account
Except
going
DC.
up.
I know DC picked Miranda Maverick, so
isn't
I'm
he
going
not allowed
with
to pick
Miranda.
fights? My bank account going up every time I bet draw in a woman's fight says that this is a fight. And by draw, I mean decision.
Bet draw. You mean
No,
bet the
no,
distance,
I
fool?
said the right words. You misheard me.
Yeah, this is also a
Yeah.
bet the distance fight. I wish
I'm
that
gonna-
was
I'm
an
gonna
option.
say that it's going to be a decision, and that's my only take.
It's fair. You know what? I'll agree with your
Miranda
decision.
Maverick's getting a finish.
But
Submission.
Jillian
I know
Roberts
nothing
is
about either
also
one
a
of these
big
girls,
jiu-jitsu
but-
woman.
Jillian Robertson
not as
has
big as my
lost more
girl
than
Miranda
half of her
Maverick.
wins.
Lost more than half of her wins.
9-5 fighter.
How can you lose wins?
Uh-oh.
It's a numerical
It's math. You wouldn't
conversation.
understand.
What? That's
Just
also
think about
not half. If you're trying to say she's lost half of her fights,
It's
that's
that her
also not
losses
true.
No,
are
I
more
wasn't.
than
I'm trying to
half.
say she's lost
Yeah.
more than half
Oh,
of
you've
her wins.
lost, but that you can't lose.
As you
Exactly.
can, if you think about the numbers like that.
You gotta do the math.
Yeah, I get what you mean, but
Okay. Jamie
Phrase.
Malarkey,
Exactly.
karma worthy. I'm betting on Malarkey. That's what I
karma
said.
worthy.
Comma.
It's comma.
I'm betting on Jamie Malarkey.
I think that's a malarkey pick.
I don't know anything
They're
about these
both
guys.
men who like to schwang and bang, but Malarkey is like 8 years younger and has been knocked out not 7 times. And I'm
Okay,
picking the younger, more schwangy, more
How many
bangy
wins
guy.
does he have?
12.
Looks like he only has 12 wins, and Kama Worthy has 16. I'm going with the Matt Cordell strategy. I'm picking based off wins only. Kama
Losses
Worthy.
irrelevant.
Losses are irrelevant.
I saw him get knocked the fuck
I would say
out
anything,
by
but I don't know
watched
anything
him
about these
get
two
knocked
men.
the fuck out by Volkanovski. Malarkey. He got pieced up a little bit.
That's a bunch of malarkey.
I think they're like pretty similar. I looked at their stats. Malarkey actually has a small amount of wrestling. So like he has the advantage in that, and they're both just gonna swing and bang. I'm picking the younger guy.
That's fair. That's a fair take.
No, bad take.
Good take. Good takes only. Alonzo Menafield versus fat guy.
Yeah, Menafield.
Fabio? You're struggling with the word
I was
Fabio?
gonna meme
I'm just
him.
gonna go Menafield because if Menafield is the guy that I'm thinking
He's
about,
swolled
he's
up as
like
fuck.
jacked,
He also
isn't
sucks
he?
at fighting,
Yeah.
but Fabio entered the UFC like 4 days ago and like
Oh,
kind of missed weight.
Yeah, is this a
It's like
short
4
notice
days.
fight? Oh, he
No,
did
he
miss
made
weight.
it, didn't he?
Uh,
After the
Fabio-
extra hour?
No.
Oh, yeah, maybe. I don't know. I only saw
Okay,
the first attempt.
So Fabio is 7 years younger. Interestingly, doesn't even have a color picture on Google and
That's 'cause
doesn't
it's
have
late
reach
replacement.
listed.
4-day
The no colors are
replacement.
late replacements.
No knockouts? Oh my, he's a light
He's-
heavyweight with no knockouts.
Well, doesn't have a Facebook page. That's not good. Doesn't even have a Sherdog page.
No, he does. He does.
I'm just gonna go fully here off of Alonzo Menafield looking jacked, picking him, but also he has more
That's
wins.
pretty good.
Wins
But this
are
guy
definitely
is
the
true.
a
numbers,
light
going with
heavyweight with
Menafield.
0 knockouts. That's incredibly concerning.
You are hung up on
He's
the
got
wrong
5
things.
submissions though. I feel like Alonzo Menafield looks like a guy who would get submitted. He looks like a just stand up guy.
Yeah, he's from Saxons Muay Thai. Probably
I
never
still
wrestled
think
in
he's
his
gonna
life.
Sleep the fuck out of
Oh,
him.
people also search for
Love
Paul
Paul Craig.
Craig.
I love
Paul
Paul Craig.
Craig.
Paul Craig fucked that idiot up. Oh wait, he fucked up Paul Craig? No. He knocked out Paul Craig. That makes me sad. Okay, so no discussion on that. I don't have anything. I don't have
Nope,
anything
nothing
to say.
really, yeah. This
Gooden
next fight,
versus Nurmagomedov.
yeah, and then there's another
What,
guy
hang on.
from his camp fighting, isn't there?
Abu Bakar.
Later on,
That's his
or
cousin,
earlier on?
right? Abu Bakar Nurmagomedov is Khabib's cousin.
Oh yeah, that is his cousin. Yeah,
Um,
yeah. That's the guy I was thinking. I thought there were two of
it's
them
who
on
said.
this card, but it's just him. I mean, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
I'm gonna go
with
with him because he
Nurmagomedov.
sounds scary and is
Mhm.
Khabib's cousin.
Well, he's from Khabib's camp, but he also finished his camp at AKA, just like Khabib. Like,
Also has hands too.
I don't know. I think he's got a pretty good team behind him, and I know nothing about Jared Gooden.
Jared Gooden lost to Alan Joban.
That's,
Yeah, I think Nurmagomedov might.
Male model Alan Joban.
He's a Chad.
But they did say that Abu Bakr was like more playful than Khabib.
I think he's more of a
And
striker.
he doesn't go for the kill right away. Yeah, what if he tries to strike and gets just fucking flat?
I think when they say
Yeah,
more
he'd be-
playful, they mean like he likes to put his thumb up people's butts and stuff like that.
That's pretty playful,
I
dude.
I think
don't
so.
Can you
Think
do
so.
that? Or are we just
It's a
saying
pretty,
this?
it's a pretty homoerotic
Oh,
place,
Wait,
Place,
is
the
that what you were
Dagestan.
doing all
bro.
those times we were playing? Is that what you were doing when we were playing?
He beat Magomed Mustafayev. He's pretty good. In 2014, when they were both like children.
You're just making up names. That was just a name generator.
Yeah,
Just
like
look that
made up
up.
fighter Askar Askarov.
Or Askar. They're two different people. That's awesome.
Okay,
Fucking
I'm
weird
betting
region.
with the scary guy.
All right.
My third and final pick is Modestus Bukauskas.
Oh, really? Because I
versus
don't think you said that
Modestas
right.
Bukauskas.
What's his other guy's name?
Bukowski.
Michael.
Yeah, say
Oh
his
wait,
name,
this
buddy.
guy's name.
Yeah, say
Michael
name.
Olajiskaskadurskuk.
Michelle Alexachik, or Alexachuk, maybe.
It's probably not Chuck,
Czech.
bro. It's not a very Polish.
Yeah.
I'm
I
betting
don't
on
know.
Modestas because the
Hey,
other guy's
Chucky.
small, and they're also both gonna
I'm-
just swing and bang.
Going off wins, picking Alexa
Yeah,
Chuck.
Olekachuk's Google
his
picture
fucking sick.
is him
His
in a
shirt
suit.
out picture is so cool.
What are you talking? What is this shirt on
It's
picture?
so cool.
Link me this shirt on
It's
picture.
him in a fucking suit holding a belt.
And he's got like the Bellator
He's such a
gloves
chill
on.
guy, but he's also like he's only 6 feet tall for 205. Modestus is fucking huge. This might be a clown pick by me betting on this guy to like
This
use
is a
his reach.
stupid picture. Don't
That's a
come
great
at me with
picture.
this fucking
That's
picture,
a
Will.
great picture.
This guy
It's
has
great
lost
They
to
both
Jimmy
lost.
compared
Crute.
to everyone else on SureDog, yeah, but
Oh,
like,
and this guy lost to OSP. Oh, these guys are just
Modestus
bad, huh?
Bukauskas is
who are
not that
still
bad.
on this?
I've watched him.
Oh, wait,
fight
hang on. This
before.
guy's a no contest against
Fewer
Khalil
wins.
Roundtree.
Khalil
Wait, what is
Rountree's bad.
this?
What did he do to get that no contest?
Hang on, I'm gonna Google this.
Steroid?
Khalil Roundtree.
Which one of them? Who has
The
The guy
no
whose name we
contest?
can't pronounce.
Is that
I can
true?
pronounce
You
it.
wanna hit that real quick for us?
Oh, he failed the
Oh,
drug
that
test.
makes me doubt my pick. Oh,
He's
fuck,
juicy.
That's not, I still bet.
Wow, this guy, Ozacek, failed a drug test, comes back, loses twice in
Get
a row.
Yeah, I'm betting against this guy.
Yeah, that.
I mean, he
Yeah,
got
that's probably
submitted
smart.
twice, and Modestus is not going to submit him, but Modestus is so much bigger than him. And I don't think either of them are particularly good, as evidenced by their weight class. I'm going Modestus, dude. As my third and final
All right,
pick.
that's fair.
Going Alexa Chuck.
Trash pick. Okay, John, there's only 2 fights left.
There are, and you won't believe which one of the two I'm gonna pick.
Picking the Canadian fucker.
No,
You're not picking
I'm
the
not.
Canadian guy?
I told you, you're
Sure
not gonna
enough.
guess. No, I'm actually pretty. I think Canada as a region has a pretty dog shit
Weak,
MMA.
Yeah, weak MMA.
Wait,
There's
so
just not enough
Omar
people.
Moraes, Shane Young, you're picking
Yeah.
Shane Young. Because
I didn't look into this fight at all. But I'm not picking. This is not my third and
fight
final.
is Marc-Andre Barriault is the last guy, and he's Canadian.
Oh yeah,
But he's not the under.
Yeah, he
he's
is.
not the underdog. Not where I'm looking. He's not.
well I would
Oh, wait, I
pick
have to
him
go on.
anyway.
The sportsbook app.
The UFC is really putting hype behind Barrio,
It's
which
'cause
makes
he's
me think
swolled
that
up.
Abu Azaitar, who is Ottman's
Yeah.
brother,
Oh, Jonah, you're right.
it might just be a
Abu
sacrificial
Azaitar
lamb.
plus 100 underdog. Real risky pick.
Yeah, that's who I'm going for. Oh, he is 35. Oh, this
I
guy's
feel
31.
like he's
Yeah,
being
no.
offered up here.
Yep, I'm good with no. I'm going Abu.
Marc-Andre is not who I thought he was.
Abu.
I thought he was the small Canadian
He's
dude
just
with
like
the
some
mustache.
French Canadian wrestler. No, that's Aubin Mercier.
Yeah, I thought that was him.
Oh, small.
His
That man
fighter
is
nickname
huge.
Power Bar. That's fucking sick. That's very cool.
That's pretty fucking dumb.
Why are you picking him,
Power
Jonah?
bar is
Are you
delicious.
against your nationality? Is it because you hate the Quebecois?
I do. First of all, I do hate the
want that
Quebecois.
on
I want that to be
record.
made clear on the very first episode of the show. I
Those
hate the
bastards.
Quebecois. But I'm honestly picking him just because
He's
these
an
are.
underdog.
Kind of.
He's an
a-
underdog.
Like-
They're old men.
They're
They're
not
both
old
bad.
men.
They're on the fight pass.
What
and
do
it's
you
a
mean
really
they're
close
old men?
line.
Yeah, Jonah, your ageism is
31
nuts.
at middleweight.
No, I think these are just bad fighters, and it's whoever has like a better breakfast that
Isn't
night that day's gonna
Barrio,
win.
Like, pretty
Well,
good?
he's
'Cause I thought he was
lost
a pretty
every fight in the
dominant wrestler.
UFC. He has three losses and
Really?
one no contest. So he's getting cut if he
Okay.
loses.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy with my
Almost.
pick here.
Yeah, I might
Honestly,
switch to a
I
Zaitar
didn't.
here. Then.
I didn't
I'm
didn't
going
look
with
at his
Zaitar after
record.
hearing
I
that.
scrolled down a little bit, and it was rough. What was he? He was 11-1.
Zaitar is homies with the King of Morocco too, so you know he's not
Oh.
getting
He
drug
lost
tested ever.
decision.
That's
though.
nice.
What was his no contest for?
I
Probably
wonder.
It's
Decision.
gotta be Esterados, right? Marc-Andre.
I mean, there's really like nothing
Probably-
else.
Got kicked in the balls or something. As all wrestlers should.
Okay,
Does that
so
happen?
Marc-Andre
Had there been no contest due
TKO'd
to
him,
ball kicks?
and then it was a no contest. So he did something after that.
Oh, that is dangerous because that's another Quebecois name.
Yeah, no, Marc-Andre Barriault
No,
is
Marc
the
Andre
guy.
is the guy's name.
He
is the guy
he
who's
got a
fighting.
TKO in
Oh.
his last fight, and then it was a no contest. So I'm guessing he did a bad thing. Big steroid guy, when was that?
Okay, well, so I think we've given our picks. I have Stipe, Tyron, and Abu. You have Stipe,
Stipe,
and I don't remember.
Jamie Malarkey, and Modestas Bukauskas. Notable guy whose name I can
Okay.
pronounce. Modestas.
So do you want
Those
to
are
put those picks in
dangerous.
now so we just
Yeah.
have them locked in?
You're locking it in, dude?
Post
Yeah,
the
I think
receipts.
we lock it
Big-
in. Let's
big
play
fat
that sound
flex.
effect. Play
I
the
think I
lock-in
have
sound
sound
effect here.
Yeah, I don't have any. I don't have a soundboard.
Right, you're a professional audio engineer. You didn't come prepared with a soundboard? Okay.
I was telling Jonah right before you showed up that
I already bet on Miocic,
I
so
was
I'll
thinking you were
I'll
gonna put
one in for
minimal
you,
effort into
Jonah.
this.
Thank you, thank you.
And your other guy is
So-
I got Jamie Malarkey for me. I have that other guy that I picked whose name Modestas. Big underdog. And you have Abu Azatar.
hmm
Is plus
Azatar.
100 even an underdog?
Yes, the
Yes.
plus.
I mean, it's
What?
even. And
Will trying to change the rules.
And
Yeah.
the last guy is Humstiv. Stipe
What?
Abu
All
and
three, wasn't
who?
How can you forget the
Oh my
former
God, you went on
welterweight
Tyron
champion?
Woodley, you fucking
Oh,
idiot. You're so dumb. I'm mad because my money has now been placed on Tyron Woodley, and that makes me
Because I'm
think-
right, idiot.
I think you gotta throw like 400 on Thomas Almeida.
I mean, he's great value, honestly. Like,
Oh, great value. So wait, Will. So here's the question: how are you gonna track this? Are you gonna like have because it's if your account has other
I mean, I don't really
transactions
bet
in it?
anymore. These are probably my only transaction. But you get a list of all your previous bets.
Okay, should we perhaps make it like a Google
Yeah, dude,
spreadsheet,
that
a
can be
Google
your
Doc, where
admin
we?
work.
Why don't you just make an account?
Yeah, that's the thing
that you
is
both
when
have
I
the
move,
password
Because-
to, that you
I
guys
won't be
only
able to use this account anymore in like a month because it's Pennsylvania only.
What happens when you
California,
move?
I can't use this account because it's Pennsylvania only.
So why don't you get another broker that is nationwide?
Because you can't. Jonah can do that.
Guess it's not a broker.
Jonah,
Whatever
you're
it's
gonna have to
called.
take over.
I mean,
so
I have
Bookie.
a, but I
Bookie
have
is
a.
the word
You're
that
gonna
I'm
have to take
looking
over
for.
after March, but you want to make an Excel spreadsheet, bud. You're more than welcome.
What's the what was the Google sheet that we were using for the MMA thing before? What was that called?
I don't
Real
know, like
fake.
real fake
Yeah.
fantasy UFC or something. What about? Why don't you just make a separate account that you both share the
No.
password to, and then it'll be completely separate, and you won't have
Jonah
to
will
track
have
it.
all my credit
Like the
card
website will
information.
just track it for you.
I mean, I just use my gambling site that I paid with bitcoins. There's no credit card linked to it.
I think we can do. This will be fine for now.
Yeah. What if you just made another?
Yeah, this is
account?
fine.
I
This
mean,
is
it's-
totally fine.
It's
Make a
not
business
that hard
account
to
for
track.
gambling
Like,
on that website.
Here,
Yeah, it
I'm
really
gonna.
isn't. What do you want
Fa-
to track out of this anyway, Jonah?
do you want to?
Oh,
yeah,
just like who picked what, just because we're gonna forget.
You're not gonna
money
forget. Just
won
rewatch.
or
Totally, yeah.
percentage of correct
Okay, well
picks?
write it down then.
Oh, definitely money won. You should be rewarded for
For your
picking
sick Tyquil
the
picks, dude?
underdogs.
No, it's purely picks.
I mean, someone's
No.
picking plus
Well,
100
we can decide that, but
underdogs.
we're gonna track both things.
Amount of picks, accuracy, I think, needs to be rewarded.
Okay, you can just make another
Okay.
tab on the
Um.
real fake fantasy UFC parentheses DraftKings.
Oh, this one's just called Fantasy UFC. Hang on, is this the wrong one?
I mean, you make a
I mean,
tab
they're
on
both
either
the
of
same.
them.
All the same people are in them.
No,
all.
no. Real fake Fantasy UFC is the
Parentheses
better one.
DraftKings, Jonah.
Yeah.
I don't even remember
Yeah.
which is which. There's so many because I have like a bunch of copies of one of them.
All right. This is the
Damn, Brett was
MMA
good at this one.
Arenos.
What
He
the fuck?
was fucking good. I'm just ask Brett what his opinion is every time.
No, this was when Garrett was filling in for Brett like every
Oh.
week. Garrett just like random, like he did a random number generator
I
and
did
got
ask
these
Nick
picks,
for a can't lose pick.
which
What'd he
proves
say?
that you're
Nurmagomedov
fucking
by
stupid.
points. But I couldn't do that.
Uh,
Not an underdog. Or well, it's an underdog by points, but we're not doing method of victory.
I feel like Garrett's random number generation also
That we're
proves
not good
that
at
the,
making picks.
No,
No.
that, but also the benefit of having the main event spot is so minimal. It's not even
Yeah.
worth it. Like,
Okay. All your picks were bad, and you're gonna lose.